The UAAP is in full swing as all teams have made their debut during the opening weekend. And as early as it is, all teams brought out their A game and impressed a lot of fans, regardless of the outcome. With us to tell us what caught their eye in the season opener, our friends, UAAP analysts Tyler Teo and Sean Manganti. Speaking of debuts, Dip, debuting on fan stream for the UAAP, debuting for our TV broadcast. I have to ask, before we get to them, kayo muna, how was the experience? Tyler, be nice. I was your partner.
It was amazing. It was super fun. Obviously, I had the rookie jitters as well.
Did you really?
It kind of felt like a first UAAP game as a player.
Wow.
But, definitely a super fun experience. And I'm glad that you were the anchor with me. Definitely made it a lot easier.
Thank you very much. Sean, fan stream, that should have been really good.
Oh, man, it was so fun. And Dip and Coach Willie Wilson, they were with me and they made it just a pleasure.
Right.
Great time.
Oh, we had a great time. We had a great time yesterday.
There'll be more. We're looking forward to more.
More topics, more stories to talk about throughout the season. But first, let's discuss the opening weekend, guys. First game, season opener. UE Red Warriors, the hosts, winning against the UST Growling Tigers. I wanted to ask Tyler, did this surprise you at all, knowing that Ray Remogat was the topic that was, of course, played so well in the last two games of season 85? Coming into season 86, did you expect this performance from him?
I actually did. I came on the game, I think a week before that, and I said he was one of my potential breakout stars. And he proved me right. I think he dropped 21 points, 10 assists, 3 steals. So he just showed that he's poised to be that next great point guard in the line of a lot of great UE point guards. So I'm really excited what else he does the rest of the season.
Yeah, if that's a sign of things to come, it should be exciting for UE with a win too, which was important for them. UST with the debut of Coach Pido Harencio, that's always a story. But you wanted to talk about Nick Cabanero. Is he still the man, Sean?
Look, he's definitely the go-to guy. He's the man for UST. I think the other guys, I think Coach Pito is still looking for that second and third guy to really step up because Nick is the guy, right? And everyone knows that. So he also has a target on his back. So teams are really, they have schemes for him. They're going to really attack him on defense. So guys like, I want to say like Manalang, who's a savvy vet, and I've seen him play. I've seen him work out up close. He has so much game, and I think he was 23 minutes, and he shot 3 shots, and he had 2 points. And
so you want more from him?
I think he's so much better than that. He needs to be more involved in the offense, really.
That was a fun game, though.
Yeah.
That was fun. You did that.
I covered it with Isaac.
Right?
It was a good game, a game of runs. But UST, they have a chance to get on the winning column this coming Wednesday for the next game day. Let's move forward to the second game, that opening day. Tyler, I'm not sure. I was going to ask him also, did you expect this from Ateneo, of course, having played for the Blue Eagles? They lost to NU 77-64, but the Bulldogs, sabi nga ni Coach Jeff Napa,
on this show,
yung plan nila gawin this season is mangain.
He wanted to eat. They wanted to eat their opponents.
And I feel like they feasted in that game. Your thoughts about that game against the Blue Eagles?
Actually, you're right. They feasted, and NU, no pun intended, they got dogs on their team. So
they do.
They got guys that are really hungry.
Yeah.
They press full court the whole game. And I'm really impressed, most especially by the point guards. So they did it by committee. It's not like with UE, Ray Remogat, took most of the shine. With NU, it was 3 guys that really, the whole game, they were all over the Ateneo guards. And it proved to be, difficult for Ateneo because they're young point guards. So rookie point guards, it's expected that they have, rookie jitters. And, Coach Tab said it after the game. They're rookies and they played They played like rookies. And I'm excited for both teams moving forward as well.
Of course, the point guards that Tyler's talking about, the triumvirate of Nash Enriquez and of course Kian Baclan, and then the rookie who will inherit all of this from NU. Mamoy was also there. But Sean, what else and who else impressed you from that National U win? I think it was a statement game for them because there was not much talk about it in the offseason, right? Then all of a sudden, here they are with a win against the defending champions.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback off what Tyler said. I think Coach Jeff has done such an amazing job of watering these kids, and we're just seeing their growth right up live, and we're seeing Steve Nash Enriquez. Not only does he have the best hair in the league,
Oh no, yeah. There's
He's-
nobody even close.
he's a highlight. Man, he's an instant highlight, shooting threes, five steps behind the arc. You know, he's
pesky on defense.
He's pesky. He's taking Kai Balunga one-on-one from the top of the
Yeah,
key
right.
and taking
Yeah.
one-on-one, man. He had the loudest 10 points I've ever seen in my life.
And then Patrick Yu, of course,
Patrick
and Jono
Yu,
Manansala.
Patrick Yu with 12 points, shooting 75% from three, shooting 3 out of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone needs that, and like Manansala,
The pogo
he's so-
stick.
He's
Pogo
so
stick
he's so
is right.
he's so creative. He can put the ball down. He can create for himself and his teammates. They're all just looking really good.
I love
And he can guard all 5 positions too.
Manansala, right? And also Malonzo, you can
Yeah,
put him
those
there.
two guys.
Exactly.
And the Patrick Yu played like a vet. Like he was like steadying everybody there in that.
Balanced scoring for the
Super,
entire
right?
NU Bulldogs, which got them the win against Ateneo. Let's move forward to the third game over the weekend. You guys covered this, LaSalle
We
versus
did.
FEU. Coach Topex Robinson and his team controlled that game for the most part. Tyler, your thoughts on his debut as head coach for LaSalle?
I think it was a perfect debut. You could really see, his imprint on this LaSalle team, and we talked about it during the game. You can see the defensive intensity that LaSalle started with, and they played the whole game full court press, and that's
Start to
something
finish,
that
right?
start to finish whole court press. So that's something that we've experienced from
I
Coach
expect
Topex.
nothing less from
Yeah.
Coach Toe.
And yeah, I was really impressed with Evan Nelly and Kevin Kiambao. With Evan Nelly, I feel like he just controlled the entire game. And this is someone that, I played with since grade school,
Correct.
maybe like grade 4. And I'm really, really happy with the way he's, evolved his game, the way he's grown. So I expect a lot of things from him.
And then KQ finishing it off. He actually had a hard time picking who the best player was.
Right. And I got a lot of flack from my teammates a while ago. They're like, how come it was KQ? I had to explain
Yeah.
what I'm about to say now. KQ, I feel like, even though he was struggling from the field,
Right.
he contributed in so many ways. He had 14 rebounds.
Right.
He had those crucial assists towards the end of the game. And he had that crucial bucket also when FU was mounting that
The
comeback.
3-point play,
Right,
you're
right.
right. That's a good point.
But for FEU, of course, some bright spots as well. They were trying to make that run towards the end, somewhat like USC was trying to do against UE. But one of the guys that led that way was Cyrus Torres. Sean, do you think he can be the go-to guy moving forward for FEU throughout the season?
That's what I'm seeing. I mean, we could talk about LaSalle all day. They had so many highlights, so many good players, so many good plays, right? But with Cyrus, although they lost, he showed that he could be that next King Tamarail, right? 19 points. He led them with a run late in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough. But if he could sustain this consistently, and his shooting, his size, man, the sky's the limit for him.
Mr. Deadshot, as I
Yeah.
call him. Of course, one game. It's one game. So
Exactly.
we cannot get
For
overly excited. But it was an exciting first game. For maybe not for you, Sean. UP against Adamson University. What gave UP this win, Tyler, in your opinion?
Combination of a lot of things. Number one, Malik Diouf.
Yeah,
He was just dominant. But aside from him, you could just see the talent from top to bottom. UP has so many weapons, man. These guys are, I would say, pro-ready as well. They got CJ Cancino, Harold Alarcon, so many guys. And most of their top guys actually came off the bench. So that just shows how deep they are. They can start with, their starters are interchangeable with their bench players. So, I don't know how to compete with that.
How about CJ Cancino's first game back coming off that injury, Sean? We talked about him during the fan stream. Felt like he was right there. He was so prepared coming in for the UP Fighting Maroons.
Yeah, I'm sure it was such a big moment for him because he's been injured, he's been out, and that's just the worst. You're out, you're sidelined, you're watching your brothers, and you can't help. Today, last night, I think he showed exactly that. His energy was through the roof.
Yeah.
And I love the crowd talk. He was talking to the crowd
Yeah.
after every bucket, which I love. It was a little bit much, but I love that.
Hey, he missed it.
He's like that too.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why
Exactly.
I personally love that. That gets the crowd going, that gets your team going, and it was great.
Hey, he's making up for lost time. You
Exactly.
know what? The UP players and fans are probably happy that he was on the fan stream and
Right.
not on the court,
Right.
breaking hearts of the UP Fighting Maroons. All right, guys, thank you very much, but don't go anywhere. We'll have you a little later on.